All right, in that third installment, the last hour was great. I like the politics and the fighting. Fine. How
Right.
come all the movies couldn't have been like that?
Yeah. Too much love. Too much building up this love thing.
I agree. It was too much.
It was
And
important. It was important to have it there because we have to get to the point that this young man falls in love with this young woman. But
okay, but
a
three
lot of things
movies.
were off.
You had to do 3 movies for that.
No,
They could have put in.
too much Jar Jar Binks. The Sith should have had a lot more. Like in the first one, the Sith should have had a lot more time. Also, within that movie with part two, um, we could expand a lot more on the Jedi's and how they built things up, just what was going on. Because a lot of us went to see the Jedi's at the end of the day. We wanted to know what was going on with the Council, their training, more about Yoda. Also, in the first part, they really should have made Anakin a lot older, and they should have made the Queen a lot younger.
You got a cougar.
Yeah, because I mean, it was just like all of a sudden he
Come
had
on,
a
man. He's
growth
Vader,
spurt,
man.
and it was too off. Too many things were off there. He got a cougar, right? Yeah.
Well, what about that first set of movies? That very, very first movie that came out, and Leia kissed Luke, and then you find out the other movie, the brother and sister.
Yeah.
I think George makes stuff up as he goes along.
Technically, he did when he was making that movie. As much as he said he had things etched out, but it
What's he
wasn't really
supposed
done.
to say?
What happened?
What's he supposed to say?
Yeah. He kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, here's the last couple pages. Oh,
Yeah.
you're my dad? Oh, okay.
I think that was the best sequel in that whole series. The
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I think was the best sequel. Unless you want to count the movie before the sequel, because it was episode 4, so technically there were 3 others.
Right. Allegedly.
But yeah, I remember when that first came out, we were like, episode 4, did we miss something?
Right.
Words came up and it said episode 4. It's like, I missed something. What
That
happened?
goes right up there with Leonard Part 6.
Yeah, well,
So,
yeah, but that thing when Empire Strikes Back is definitely one of the best sequels to. It outdid the
Ever.
original.
ever. Like,
And
nobody
for
knew
Star
what was hitting
Trek,
them.
Star Trek 2, Star Trek 4, those that snooze fest of Star Trek 1. It was all visual effects. You figure Pompey would learn from that.
Right.
You need a story, or it's not going to work. I mean, if you got a good story, you could do a black and white film. It'll work.
Right.
And Schindler's List was black and white. That worked.
Right.
Sin City was black and white, and then they're doing a sequel to it now.
Right.
So that was the Frank Miller's Sin City. That was black and white, but with Star Trek, that thing was that was just abysmal. And 2 was great, 4 was great, character driven, and Aliens. You remember Alien?
Alien?
Alien, yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
The sequel, I thought was much better than the first one.
Definitely.
But then, because Cameron switched gears, that first one was actually by Ridley Scott.
Mm-hmm.
That was more like horror.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did action and adventure with it, and it did so well. I mean, I think it was the first time in a science fiction movie that the female lead got an Academy Award nomination.
Right.
So, and of course, I think the best set of sequels had to be Matrix.
We're gonna talk about that in the next show.
I'm telling you, best set of sequels. It's not Star Wars. I know you're a fan of Star Wars, but that was pretty much it, man.
No. When it comes to
like 1 and 2 were like.
No, Matrix 1 was when they started just pumping out the other Matrix, they rushed it. Like the last one was just a waste. It was just a waste.
A waste.
A waste.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. Well, you know what? Next week. We'll go into it next week.
Then.
But before we go, I definitely want